One thing I've learned as a person is that you cannot let a loss or negative things going on in your life define you as a person. When you let one loss, one bad day, one bad hour, one bad event define you as a person, it makes life 100 times heavier, 100 times harder. So going through hard times, you gotta weather that storm and find and revolt back to the person that you know you are before that loss. And push yourself through the loss as you're going through the loss and always remember who you are. I feel as if we tend to let losses consume us in a way. And when you let those L's consume you by giving it attention, feeding into it, simply thinking everything is over within your life, you tend to lose yourself in so many ways. Losses are a part of life. You have to fail so many times. You have to lose at whatever you're trying to do. If you don't lose, you don't build that character development in a sense. You don't build that respect for within yourself. And I'm not saying you have to lose to respect yourself, but in a sense, when you get to what you're trying to get to after losing so many times, it's a way bigger feeling, way more achieving feeling than just, you get what I'm saying, than just letting it fall into your lap. So losses are essential to your life as a whole. Like, I don't know where I'd be if I didn't take all them losses in my life, if I didn't lose so many times at what I tried to do, if I didn't lose at any of my goals, if I didn't fail so many times. It's not about how many times you fall, it's simply about how many times can you get back up and keep going. The people that succeed, the people who are the happiest, the people who are where they want to be at, they lost time and time and time again and didn't let that provoke them. They didn't let that define them as a person. They just kept going, kept being true to themselves and fell in love with that authentic version of themselves that knows it's going to fail. So by saying all of that, I'm simply saying fall in love with failing. Not literally, but knowing that you tend to get better every time you fail. It's a learning opportunity. It's so many things to look at when you fail. So just keep that in mind next time you lose, and simply dwelling on your losses and simply contemplating, like trying to figure out why you lost after you done found out the reason and you're still thinking about it, you're still wish you can go back in time and do things differently. You tend to be consumed with negativity and you sink to a low vibrational self of yourself. And that's why I say when you lose, figure out the root of why you lost and move on, keep pushing. You shouldn't just let a loss define you and consume you, because it'll eat you alive. Your thoughts will always win the argument in your mind. The negative thoughts that you have, if you let them linger long enough and you just sitting there entertaining them, you're gonna lose that battle. You're not gonna win that battle. Only time you win that battle is when you learn to laugh off negative thoughts and not even pay them any mind. But paying attention to them thoughts and feeding into them, like questioning yourself, you're gonna lose that battle every single time. It ain't no ifs or buts about it. So don't be consumed by negativity. The thing I also learned about losses and overall losing is that when you try to do something, like you try something out of the ordinary, and there's that 50-50 chance it goes wrong or it goes right. The times in my life where something has went wrong or it didn't go according to plan, I tend to ask myself, like, why am I upset about that? Like, at least I can say I tried. At least I can say I did that thing that I wanted to do. Because if I didn't do that thing I wanted to do, where would I be? I'd be stuck in the same spot I was in before I did that new thing I wanted to try, that productive thing I wanted to do. So when you lose, remind yourself that you pushed yourself through and did what you wanted to do. And it's always opportunity to try again. It'll never be a day where you just can't try again until you're not here anymore, obviously. But any day you alive is an opportunity to try to do the thing that you want to do. That's for the better yourself and for the enlightenment of yourself. So our hope is never just lost when you are being your authentic self and just being. So when you lose, tend to tell yourself, hey, I tried. We're going to do it again. It's not the end of the world. It's never the end of the world. It's always a bright, beautiful day to express and build yourself up. I heard Young Thug talking in an interview, and what he said was so true. One of the realest things I've ever heard. When you lose time and time again, you learn loyalty within yourself. You learn to be loyal with the person that people say that you're in competition with the person in the mirror. You're not supposed to be in competition with yourself. You're supposed to be with yourself. It's not me versus me, it's me with me. So when you're failing time and time again, you learn that you got to be loyal to yourself and not give up on yourself and not put yourself in this overwhelming position. And another thing he said was you learn faith when you lose. And that's also 10 times truer, because you have to have faith and keep that same vision, keep that same goal alive within yourself. And if you don't have that vision within inside yourself anymore, there's no faith there. There's no structure. There's no dang, I can say that word, prosperity in what you're trying to gain. So the things that I took away from that interview was have faith in yourself and remain loyal to yourself. Because if you don't have faith and remain loyal to yourself, me with me, who else is going to? Nobody else owes you any loyalty. Nobody else owes you anything outside of yourself. You owe it to yourself to love yourself. Loyalty and faith. I need my hair done. The last thing I wanted to say, like to reach in this video, was you become what you think about. You become what you are. You become what's ever in your subconscious mind. The things that you think of, the things that you vision yourself when you're going through losses, all the imaginations and beliefs that you have of yourself is literally what you are. Every thought we create in our brain is a real version of ourselves that we have yet to reach or yet to become. So I tend to believe that the money for the millionaire version of yourself is literally real. And the only thing that's in the way of that is time and events. The times and events haven't lined up to that person yet. And once that time comes, you'll truly prevail and realize that, oh, this whole time, I've already been this person that I wanted to be. There's no such thing as wanting. You are being what you're truly being. And when you look back, you'll realize that all the positive thoughts that you had of yourself and all the beliefs, all the visions that you had of the version that you became was all real. So, like, I can use examples. Like a year ago, I envisioned myself in a whole different state, living in a different state. And now look at me, I'm in a whole different state. So I truly believe every vision that we have, we get those visions and we get those things for a reason. So whatever you believe in, whatever you see in your head as in with yourself, I'm not simply saying whatever we believe in outside of ourselves is going to happen, but everything you believe in within yourself and whatever you see within yourself for yourself, just looking at yourself, it's all about yourself. Whatever you see, that is real. And don't let anybody else tell you anything different. Don't get discouraged when you're taking losses. Just learn from your losses. Keep that faith and that loyalty to yourself. And just simply believe. And everything will work out the way you want it to work out. So I say all of that to say thank you. Thank you for watching my whole video all the way to the end. It means the world to me. I truly appreciate it. And it mean everything to me as well. If you took the time out to subscribe, like, comment, share my video, do whatever you please. And thank you again. I love you. Love yourself and love all. And I'll see y'all in the next one.